So as ChatGPT and AI become more popular, my question that I've kind of been asking myself is, well, what stocks that are publicly traded can benefit from what's going on with AI and with ChatGPT? So although ChatGPT isn't publicly traded yet, what are some companies that are, right? I'm going to start sharing my screen with you guys. I read this article from Yahoo Finance. I found it to be very interesting. I don't normally film videos like this. Remember, we're going to be talking about two stocks today. In no way are they any stock suggestions. These, again, were shared by Yahoo Finance. I'm just going to be breaking them down and giving my opinion. If you like these videos and you want me to film more of them, all I ask you to do is to drop a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, letting me know that you appreciate these videos. Let me go ahead and start sharing my screen so you guys can see exactly what it is that I'm looking at. And again, this article was from Yahoo Finance. I'll make sure that I link it down in the comment section for you. But the perfect 10, and I'm going to explain what that means in just a little bit. Two stocks that will benefit most from ChatGPT's metric growth besides Microsoft. So the first one is called Perion Network, ticker symbol PERI. As you guys can see, right off the bat, I have it right on over here. I like looking at the larger time frames. It kind of gives me a better perspective of the big picture of what's going on. And it's not too bad. It's pretty volatile in the way that it rallies and then corrects itself. It rallies and then corrects itself, rallies, corrects itself, and then it went from a really strong rally, right? But as of right now, we are experiencing some signs of a pullback. We're trading below the moving average. We're trading below the EMA line, not below the moving average. We're retracing back here. So the question that I'm going to begin to ask myself right off the bat, I'm sure you guys would agree as well, is, okay, we hit highs of around $42. We're retracing back. Where's the bottom, right? Our job's not to predict the future. Our job is to prepare for it. There's no question that we are oversold based off of the RSI indicator. The MACD looks very oversold. But like we all know, the cheap can always get cheaper. And I love when stocks are pulling back just because I like paying attention to them. Not that I feel like the need to have to buy them right now, right? Because it's not indicating signs of an uptrend, but because it's retracing back right now. And the more that it sells off, that means the cheaper that we can get it for. And I think that's a positive takeaway, especially if it maintains this overall ascending uptrend pattern, right? Where pushes, pulls back, doesn't go as low as it did before, pushes, pulls back, doesn't go as low as it did before. As it rallied and now it's pulling on back, as long as we don't go as low as we did before, then that's still a positive takeaway, right? And that means that once it does begin to establish its support level, it does take time, but eventually it begins to make higher highs and higher lows and then goes on for its rally. So especially if you're watching this right now and this is something that aligns with your criteria, look into it, do your own due diligence, and ask yourself, is this a stock that I want to be invested in? Very quickly, I wanted to break it down for you. Even if this were to be its support, right, old resistance levels could become new support levels, but it's not confirmed yet. But from right now, based off of previous highs, this offers nearly a 40% ROI in a perfect world. Again, there's no such thing as a perfect world. There's no such thing as a perfect trade or investment. So understand that every opportunity comes at some form of risk. You want to do your own due diligence, but I thought that it would be quite interesting to talk about. For those that are unaware of what Perion Network is, the relationship that Yahoo Finance is correlating with Perion Network and AI is that the company is already a big part of a strategic relationship with Microsoft and its Bing search engine, right? So for those that are also unaware, I think it's Android that actually announced that it might actually replace I think it's Google with its search engine, and its default now could possibly be Bing, and that's again provided by Microsoft. So this could even further benefit Perry if that were to be the case, right? And leads to its direct AI connection. Microsoft has publicly gone big with AI and ChatGPT as based for improving and upbringing Bing. Perion, and Bing work together in a strategic partnership for search engine advertising. In fact, Perion earnings show a strong correlation with Bing's user numbers. So meaning that when Bing has more users, right, then obviously that plays a role as a strategic partner with Bing for the overall revenue that it reports for Perry, right? So the integration of ChatGPT into Bing has already shown has a strong effect on Perion financial results. And then it kind of goes down the list, and this is where it says that it has a perfect 10, right? Again, this is according to Yahoo Finance. So they say it's a strong buy, very bullish, hedge fund activity decrease, technicals positive. Again, it doesn't matter what this thing says that stock offers. At the end of the day, right, you are the final decision maker on where you choose to invest or trade your money. So please do your own due diligence. It's not just like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna openly and wildly buy the stock and just hope that it goes up. Understand that of course things can get worse before they get better, but I love sharing ideas with you guys. I hope that you guys appreciate it, and let me know what you guys think about this prairie that is shared by Yahoo Finance. The next one is NVIDIA. NVIDIA, you guys shouldn't be unaware of what NVIDIA is, but for those that are unaware, it's the leader in the world semiconductor chip industry. I mean, literally like the top dog, right? If you look at NVIDIA's performance, NVIDIA is one of few stocks that are nearly back at all-time highs, right? Especially after the huge pullback that it had to lows of 112 or 110. Check this out. It's right back at 300. Imagine that, right? Just a couple months ago, what was this? This was late last year. It has experienced a 183% return, right? Based off of previous highs that were set in 2021. Again, the peak, 346. When I say this, I kind of saw the transition happening when NVIDIA really began to take over in the semiconductor world. And it's when Intel really began to no longer be the leader, and then NVIDIA just kind of took over. AMD is also a very strong performer in the semiconductor world, but I would say that NVIDIA kind of just, really took off, to say it in the nicest way. If you look at this on the week chart, where every candle represents, a week worth of time, you could see, its growth has been exponential, really since we got into 2020, right? Higher highs, higher lows, peaked, we pulled on back, retraced to the moving average, and then now we're going back to retest. NVIDIA, even aside from what correlation or what relationship it could have with AI, I would say NVIDIA has always been a stock that's been of huge interest to me. But this is what Yahoo Finance had to say. So on the AI side, NVIDIA has made its AI platform available as a cloud offering in partnership with leading cloud software providers, including Microsoft and Google. AI chips feature prominently its NVIDIA data center business, which is responsible for the bulk of its revenue, and saw an 11% increase year over year to $3.6 billion. The automotive and robotics segment of NVIDIA's business, which is also tied to AI, includes cloud access, showing gains year over year of 135%. So again, opening themselves as an available platform and partnership, again, with the two biggest people, right? The two biggest software companies such as Microsoft and Google. So you can look a little bit more into it. Like I said, I'm going to link this article down in the comment section. I just found it to be pretty interesting because obviously these companies themselves are not AI or are also not directly correlated to ChatGPT, but they are playing a role. And if you see potential in AI or you see potential in softwares like ChatGPT, then again, there's obviously other companies that could benefit from their growth as they can be strategic partners. So I found this article to be pretty relevant and to be pretty interesting, especially as I know a lot of people are wanting to learn more about AI and how to be invested, especially if you want to be an early investor in these potential things. I mean, NVIDIA is a very well-established company. I would say the riskier one of the two is definitely Prairie. So Prairie right now has a $1.43 billion market cap. We'll have to follow up with it. I don't know if this is something that I'm going to want to be invested in, but I want to see how it performs. I want to see how long and how far it drops to see if it actually forms this overall reversal. But I think it would be cool kind of looking back to this video and asking myself, hey, is this something that, actually does have some substance for long-term growth, or is this just something that was being hyped up by Yahoo Finance and then ended up crashing? So nonetheless, I thought it was something interesting to talk about. You guys can let me know down in the comment section. I'd love to make more videos like this of topics that I find to be interesting, but also pretty relevant to kind of advancements that we're making in the world today. So you guys let me know in the comment section, or just let me know by dropping a thumbs up if you appreciate these videos. One of the things that I do want to remind you is, again, I work with one team and one team only. This is the team that gets to watch me trade live every morning. So you get an inside look of my entries, exits, and my thought process. The goal is not for you to copy what it is that I do, but to simply understand my thought process when I'm presented a challenge. So if you ever want to see both my green days and my red days and get an inside look of my trading, remember, this is LPP. It's a one-time payment, lifetime access. Right now, we are running our biggest sale. It's $175 off. It's the second link in the description down below. And for every new member that signs up, you will also get 10,000 automatic entries for the GT GTR giveaway, which ends in less than 15 days. That means you'll automatically get entered for the GTR giveaway or $50,000 cash. So if you have any questions about that, shoot me a direct message either in the comment section or send me a direct message via Discord or via Instagram. All of that is linked in the description. If you want to learn for another way on how you can enter, prize week again does end in 15 hours. So if you guys haven't entered our GTR giveaway through apparel, then this is another way to enter if you're already part of LPP. So again, every order gets a prize anywhere from $1 to $100 cash, or one of these bigger prizes such as the PS5, Xbox, Smart TV, Apple products, drones, stuff like that. So again, that's all available at shoptechbuds.com or the fourth link in the description down below. I appreciate your time. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.